Hello and welcome everyone. It is Survival Horror Sunday again, and as you all know, last time we've played Ghostwire Tokyo and the time before that, because it is time for more Ghostwiring in Tokyo, and as you can read, looting for the Necromata overlords, because we have to get all the juicy stuff. So where are we? We need to go there. Good. Let's loot this town. Come out. Yeah, come out. Get out of the water, god damn it. When your opponent swims into the ground and it's not senior pink. Rip. Ooh, Kinzo statue.
ておけよ。
Well hidden.
何か心当たりはある？
いや、もっと社員のためにいろいろやったんだけどな。
行ってみるしかなさそうだな。
Wrong.
中に入って調べてみるとするか。
廃墟になってるね。
こうなった原因を調べてみるか。調子だ。
確かにこれはつらい。他にもいろいろ。ありそう。探してみるか。
Hello Lena, how are you doing? There. Well, not that hard, but clearing everything is the thing. Stumbled into a side mission, sadly. Wanted to find some new stuff, but then I was like, oops. Hello, ghost. Let's make side mission, I guess. And now I'm finding out why someone's business is has been tanking, why people have been leaving. And the answer is apparently he felt he meant too well, I suppose. Oh.
やるじゃねえか。やばいぞ。
Where the fuck are you? Oh. There we go.
「残業が減っても仕事が減らなきゃ意味ないね」
なるほどね。なんとなく原因は分かったな。
頑張ろうとしていたのはわかるけど、
負の感情を溜めちまっただけだな。
So what are you doing?
なんだろこれ。
I guess we have that. Perfect. Perfect. And I guess we by accident did
何が原因だったの？
社員のためにやったことがうまくいってなかったみたいだね。
お前は何もしない方がいいタイプの経営者なんだろうな。
そうか。喜んでなかったのか、みんな。でも原因が分かったから次改善できるはずだ。おう、みんなのために頑張るぞ。
あの世ではほどほどにしろよ。
I'm fine. It's been not a long day. Basically, you know, slept long because we kind of streamed until 5 a.m. yesterday by the merit of my own stupidity. Can I say that like that? But also, it was fun. Played Frontier a lot. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, Sinister Soulless, I did do that. We did do that. Yeah, I mean, we did actually do some good progress in Frontier, so I'm not too unhappy with that. There we go. Something is here.
なんだこりゃ。
That fucking picture, I suppose. I mean, it's kind of wild when you look at some of old artworks, which is like probably really relevant for the like. It was definitely a relevant piece of the time, but then you just look at it and you're like, yeah, that expression is off. That's just really what I love about Ghostwire. It's like sometimes you're like, oh, I think I need to get up here, and then you can just get up there. It's cool. It's over there.
なんだろこれ。
I see you. You are asking that. God damn it. To be a tanuki, I'd say. Just not needing to worry about anything, I suppose. Yeah, streaming until dawn is just like, I've been kind of doing that now and then, and it should not be done anymore, you know? Not enough sleep. I should actually start going to sleep earlier again.
なんだ。
No, I don't need that. I need to know where my next looting objective is. I mean, I don't own Until Dawn, so... Frankly, I could do that as a joke, like, I'm not streaming anymore Until Dawn, so I'm streaming Until Dawn. I mean, I heard it's a good game, actually. There's probably always something that people complain about, but if anything, I heard that weirdos got angry over it, so... But then again, that's always the case, right? There's no game nowadays that can come out with not some weirdos hallucinating shit over it. Probably is the old, they changed a few things and people will say it was some grave artistical disgrace in there. Oh well. It's just, I don't know. Like, I think the absurdity is that, you know, you could probably make it so that someone ports a game, you know, let's say from even the from the PS3 era, okay? Ports a game 1-to-1, just does things like improving frame rate, resolution, and someone will still say that some artistic value will be lost because that's just how it works, you know? Not even in the, you know, weirdos way, it's more like if you have something popular, re-releases usually are like often get some scrutiny which just feels completely out of blown out of proportion, because sometimes people feel like they need to find criticism in games even when there isn't really any realistic criticism to be made. Okay, where the fuck is this supposed to be? Oh. We are really looting Shibuya dry. It is amazing. Mm-hmm. Then again, honestly, there are some games from the PS3 era I would say, you know, they should definitely be visually just up. Like, there are some where I'm like, you know, a straight port I'm fine with. Like, for example, you know, if they ever put, you know, Killzone 2 and 3 onto, like, the PC, those are games where I'm like, yeah, the straight ports, not a problem. I'd say Resistance 3 probably also is fine. Generally. Oh. nice.
これでよし。
頼むぜお地蔵さん。
That one looks pretty good, but like... no, actually. I heard of UFO 50, but not played it yet. No. We are looting everything, and everything apparently also meets fucking high school girls' socks. You are definitely... Shibuya can depend on us. It's like, oh, the supernatural disaster has been averted, and then, where are my socks? Yes.
電子を使えば痕跡が見える。
What do we have here? Well, I feel like someone probably was just like, oh yeah, just having smoking breaks up here now. Your fucking pipe is stolen. Oh well. Nico, yes. I mean, we are looting this place empty for Nekomata, so, you know. Always take the back alleys in this game. Always take the back alleys. You will never know what you're finding. Absorb spirits. There you go. Oh. That's really like the best part about this game. There's always something around the corner. Oh. That definitely saved some time and effort. So, but yeah, I mean that's the problem that, you know,
あ、懐かしいな。
おい、遊んでる場合かよ。
何が出るかな。
何が当たったんだ。
saving our sister? Preventing the end of the world? Nah. Gotcha!
一丁やるか。
どうだろう。よーし。
おい、そこの箱をちょっと調べてくれ。
何これ、写真？
ああ、いわゆる心霊写真ってやつだ。知り合いの宮司が預かって処分していたんだ。だけど中には火に入れても燃えない写真があってな。そういうものは撮影された場所に行って直接浄化するしかないんだ。
KK がそんなことをしてたのか？
まあな。というわけでその写真の浄化はお前に任せるぜ。
なんでそうなるんだよ。
俺の力を貸してやってるんだ。それぐらい手伝えよ。
Okay. But why should we care? We are supposed here to loot Shibuya for the cats. There's no higher value than looting Shibuya for the cats. Let's go up to the roof. There's something to loot here. And I will find it. And I will sell it.
What?
Took a bit. Dankeschön. Wait. Ooh. Useful. Shut up.
この通りは人がいなくなってすっきりしたぜ。
謹慎だな。
本音が漏れただけだ。ここら辺の風景はあんまり変わらんな。ね
え、昔話はやめてくれる？
少しは年上を敬え、ガキが。
Ooh, there we go. That is our way up.
渋谷ラブ8だ。
手に負えない数だな。
So there we go. How's everyone's... How has everyone's Sunday been so far? Ah, there we go. There's the
これっ
fan.
て
Okay, we are going up here then. That's good. Chronopolis. Oh, not of that. Ooh. Honestly, sounds cool.
どうした？妹のことを考えているのか？
ああ、それと自分の不甲斐なさだよ。
Okay, so it's not inside. Yeah, I mean, those movies can be really slow, so... Probably depends on if you're in the mood for anything like that. Okay, not inside of this... it's not inside, so... Sometimes they are, so, you know. I just misclicked all the time. Where are you? Where are you? Okay,
忌々しい奴らだぜ。
oh, there's a statue. Nice. So how am I supposed to get over there? That's the question. Oh, that works. If it's blocked, just fly in, I guess. Oh fuck.
ちまったな。
Okay. Slowly making my way up the fucking building, so if it's not up there. Aha, there is a way. Okay. So what are we looking for here? Yeah, you are out of place. And just kept being a safety cone on the rooftop. Sometimes I wonder if these tanukis are just stupid. Actually, is there actually any sign that tanukis are smart, or are they actually seen as stupid? I don't know. I am not into tanuki lore that much. They just only have big balls. That's what they have. Okay, where the fuck is it now? Because let me just check. You know what? Let me just check this really quickly, because I don't think we want to be here endlessly. Probably I was stupid and it was inside, so oh damn, we actually found all of it here. I am okay. Have you ever heard of a tanuki getting a PhD? No, but they are masters of disguise, so who knows? Oh. So we did quite the detour here. Quite the detour, actually. So, yeah. I mean, it's cool, but like, holy shit, we are looting this city dry. It is so funny how people are like, oh, it's collectibles, but like, so factually you're kind of doing a lot of property theft in Ghostwire Tokyo. It's like, all the humans are gone. Time to loot the place. But property is theft. Yeah. I mean, that is probably also the one reason why I would say that KK probably was not really a cop, because no cop would, you know, be in your body and see you, you know, steal a lot of shit and then be like, nice. It's not what cops do. You need it more than them. Sure, like who will sell it to the Nekomatas? And then Nekomatas were like, we bought it legally. Ayo. I mean, yeah, but like,
マジか。聞いたよ。
まずは落ち着いて回復しろ。
There we go.
Uh.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. Cops like to police others, and our protagonist isn't. There we go. That was very successful, actually. I feel like I saw something like that before, you know. Yakuza puffs. Ooh. Shout out to Kiryu. Mm. I thought I saw something here, but oh well. Time to do more stuff. What the? There we go. No, honestly, the Silent Hill 2 remake is like, I'm just not interested because Bloober Team, I said it a lot of times before, is a shitty company, and apparently the only reason why they've this thing has not been an absolute nightmare is apparently they literally hired people to tell them that, you know, saying sexual assault victims is are beyond saving and should just kill themselves might not be a good idea. And the rest is, it's just Silent Hill 2. Like, if you barely change shit, then, you know, it's like... I kind of hate the fact that people pretend that, you know, the whole, you know, critique of Bloober Team was just some right-wing bullshit, because no. And like, and then I also heard a lot of negative stuff about it. I feel like a lot of people try to now be like, oh, the game is actually good, and really, when it's like, apparently just very generic. Like, not bad, but this is, you know, because you can't really fuck shit up if you just copy, you know, Capcom. You can't really fuck shit up. I mean, I guess, but also, like, again, I'm waiting. The fact that people are also already stop talking about it really, is just like, yeah, this game will not have a long impact. This feels definitely like one of those games where they've kind of hoped probably on, you know, there being some alt-right controversy so they can just get, you know, cookie points on launch, because imagine if there wasn't one. Then a lot more people would be way more critical of them. Oh, come on. No.
やばそうだ。急げ。 しろだ。
Again, for what I heard, they also just overuse a certain amount of jump scares to a critical degree, and like, yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm not too, you know, I'm not too interested in, you know, playing something, again, from a studio that's, you know, basically got away with its previous game because everyone just played the beginning and then stopped. And that's the thing. From what I heard from people that finished the game, it's okay. And at that point I'm like, you know, here's the thing with remakes. I think people generalizing that, yeah, there are too many remakes is like, I get it. But also then people are like, oh, but why are you still playing, you know, the stuff from Capcom, for example? Or, you know, Dead Space. And personally, it's like, Dead Space remake at least tried something different. Like, yes, it's stuff we know, but like, Dead Space remake is something of its own. It has its own focus, its own energy. Meanwhile, quite literally every Capcom remake is something wholly unique on the formula, and that's the thing, you know. When I look at Silent Hill 2, it looks to me that the goal of Silent Hill 2 remake was to make a remake of Silent Hill 2, and the whole focus of the devs were to just make a remake of Silent Hill 2 like everyone expected a remake of Silent Hill 2 to be. Which is kind of wild to me because here's the irony about this, okay? And don't get me wrong, I know, Blue Team has been, you know, sucks. They just suck, okay? Blue Team just fucking sucks. But the one saving grace they could have had, you know, for doing a fucking remake of, you know, Silent Hill 2 of all games, is the simple fact that, well, they kind of had the right technology, actually. Like that's the thing, right? We are talking here about, you know, what they did wrong or so, and shit like that. And it's like, yeah, Blue Team sucks. I don't think we need to talk about this more. But also, I can't really feel like it is such an insane waste that you know, the one studio, even though, and I have to point it, and I have to be clear here, they just did it because, as they admitted, they just want to, they just clung onto, you know, horror games because that was an underfilled niche back in the day, and they wanted the studio to go down. They're not horror fans. They aren't. Like, they actually admitted that long ago, but then they were like, ah, fuck, we're now making Silent Hill 2, so we better, pretend we are again. Like, sorry. You already admitted you aren't. But anyway. I think it's just kind of an insane waste that someone develops technology for a game to have, you know, a top-down fixed camera with, you know, switching of multiple with layers at once, and you know, those fuckers patented it. And everyone was like, oh, this is kind of like Silent Hill. And I was like, yeah, you know what, on a technical level, I guess, sure, the rest of the medium, you know, has. But it's kind of, you know, I think this is probably the biggest insult they could have done, because it's, oh, you had basically the perfect, you know, the perfect technology to, oh, hello. To just use it to remake Silent Hill 2, and yet they made Capcom. And I can almost guarantee you why they did it that way. Why they chose to simply make a game like Capcom. Because the problem is, if you want to actually, you know, do a remake of Silent Hill 2 and actually, you know, keep something like of the original camera around, keep the vibe, you know, use your own technology, you would need talent to actually pull off the combat good. Because the thing is, like, a lot of the combat in, you know, a lot of the combat in fixed camera angle games kinda sucks. Sure, if I'm going to be like, oh, but most of it is like, if I go for, you know, example Resident Evil 4, yes, it was a translation of Resident Evil 1, the camera into third person, it was that. But also on the other hand, I'm sorry, Resident Evil 1 remake, even Resident Evil 1 remake, a game I love, the combat is very, very basic. And so if you want to have a game that succeeds at being, you know, good at that, you know, in that perspective, or, you know, in general in fixed camera angles, and has maybe, you know, also better combat than the first Silent Hill. Okay, that's actually not that hard, because, like, again, Silent Hill 2 combat sucks. It just kind of sucks. Anyway, you would have needed some talent to pull it off. Like, I know even the ones where I'm like, I like them, you feel how, you know, a lot of the deaths just took, you know, it's still just Resident Evil 1, and without kind of the, you know, flow to it? I don't know how to put it. It's just weird to say that I just recently replayed Resident Evil 1 Remake again, and while I would say, yes, the biggest upgrade, because people are like, oh, why would you need to remake Resident Evil 1 again? Combat. Sorry, I like the combat in 1 because it is actually relatively simple in you run up, you aim your shotgun and press at the right moment, boom, headshot. That is satisfying, but it's not combat where you would say, you know, oh, this is the deepest and most meaningful combat you could imagine for that. It's just not. So yeah, having Resident Evil 1 with more the combat of Resident Evil 2 Remake, you know, as long as they don't, you know, force a modern stalker in there, actually I would be very down with that. This would be in fact a massive upgrade. However, if you then look at some of the, you know, indie parts, okay, I'd say the two best indie games when it comes to that type is, I mean, okay, the best one is Signalis, and god damn it, is Signalis simple. Signalis doesn't even feel as good as Resident Evil Remake because it kind of, you know, even lacks some of those. I mean, yeah, sure, it is more. Ironically, it is more like Silent Hill, but this shows even more the problems of those combat systems because. Because if you go and make combat in a game, and Signalis is supposed to have some combat, that is a key part actually. Wait, is it now? Sorry, I just had to stop and think whether you just end up with a game that has alright combat, I would say. Not bad, but alright. I mean, again, I think even the combat in Resident Evil 1 was more a happy accident, actually. That, you know, this mixture of, oh, we kind of want to have some form of, you know, aiming up and down. You know, be present inside of the game. Went towards having an interesting combat system of, yeah, you kind of can, you know, especially with the red heads, and was it red head? I forgot, the crimson heads, that was it. That just kind of led to that you could just be like, okay, with the right timing and so, you can actually clear out so much. And this was, again, an accident, probably. I mean, the whole game is designed around that you know, do certain things. To advance and shit. But, yeah. If we talk about combat in Resident Evil 1, in the Resident Evil 1 remake, the whole, you can make sure the zombies stay dead and then, you know, and in remake specifically, you can not only make sure they stay dead, you can make sure they do not become crimson heads by, you know, timing shit well. Long story short, it is actually kind of an insult that, you know, they hired the one team with a good technology for, you know, fixed camera angles and switching between worlds, and they just made, you know, the most generic remake possible. But the thing I will always point out is that this is not the interesting Resident Evil game as an interesting Silent Hill game. Like, Silent Hill 2 Remake will probably be dwarfed by one other game that is coming. And that is Silent Hill F. And I know some people will probably be like, what? How? Why? And the answer to that is simple. Uh-oh. Lol. Because two things. First of all, that game has a good developer, and second of all, that game has a good writer. First of all, Silent Hill F is being developed by a developer that actually worked on Resident Evil games, aka, you know, I mean, yeah, you could say, wait, what? The people that work on Resident Evil Resistance, but like, Resident Evil Resistance was good. I know people have problems with it, but like, that was a good game. Definitely would love to make, you know, a community evening one day with people playing.
なんだろこれ。
Huh. But yeah, first of all, good dev. I really want to play that game one day, but like, who has Resident Evil 3? That's the problem. Oh, hello. And the writer is Ryukishio7, so yeah. I'm sorry. That's the thing. I think the sad part is that really Bloober Team made it, really set it up so that with the whole, I mean, again, I feel like the whole trying to, the whole right-wing outrage was to a degree forced by them, because it just made them, you know, less, it just changed the whole, you know, story on how people talk about them. And people just flat out forgot that the critique was about how they wrote the medium and not anything else. But hey, it's not like, you know, again, anything they might be doing next is probably gonna be shit. That's that. People are gonna be really bummed out when they are going to face, when they have to face the next, you know, Bloober Team game, actual Bloober Team game, and realize, oh god, this sucks. This actually just sucks. But that's gonna be it. Meanwhile, again, Ryukishio7, he wrote, writer of Higurashi and Umineko. Sorry, that's gonna be better. And like, oh no, how can you say that? Read visual novels. You will encounter peak fiction. Oh well. Then, afterwards we sell everything, then we do more shit. God, what did you post there? Oh well. Yeah, but like, weak-willed person.
どうしたの？
Can't find your mommy.
母親とはぐれたびこの町で買い物をする。よし。
やけに安
気のせいだよ。何勘違いしてる。
Dun 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 dun.
いまだに駅の中で迷うんだよね。
俺はもう電車は使わねえからその心配はないな。
もう大丈夫だよ。
妙なものはあるな。
There we go. We need to loot for the cats. Everything for the cats. All for the cats. Oh well. Shut up! Shut up! He sucks. I mean, that is always the problem with video game villains, you know? Like, you come in here, okay? You have this thing that, oh no, look, there's someone trying to stop you, and they're like, look, this person isn't even attempting to follow me or do anything. They're just running around doing stuff. And then I'm like, yeah, you fucking idiot, I'm power leveling. Can you even comprehend my power levels? You're like, look how weak they are. 10 seconds later, wait, why did they kill God? I don't know, maybe don't leave your, servants with juicy spirit XP out. I will devour them and become stronger. Also, good day, Zero Game. How are you doing? We just talked about Umineko and the fact that that Ryukushi07 is writing the next Silent Hill game, aka the good one, aka the one where everyone would probably look at Blue Red and be like, why the fuck did we like this game? And then realize it's not from it's just copying the original creator's work. Like, it's exactly what I said. The game will either, Silent Hill 2 will either suck because they do their own thing, or it will not suck because they don't do their own thing. And now everyone's like, look what an achievement they have done. No. They did the bare minimum. And again, it's kind of insane to me that, one developer with fitting technology for, a remake in the original style is not doing that. It is just kind of a big thing where I'm like, I'm just kind of baffled about the fact that this is just not mentioned. Like, as if everyone assumes, oh no, the Resident Evil style remake, that was good. Like, you know what? With every other dev, I would probably have accepted that, but like, you can't just hire the people that, at least visually made a game that pretty closely got to the shit that Silent Hill 2 was doing, and then say, yeah, but can you just not do that for an actual remake? It's like insulting everyone. Yeah, that's the thing. I said it before. The more they not do anything on their own, the more it will be solid. And I was proven 100% right. And honestly, Silent Hill 2 Remake will be one of those games when hindsight, a lot of people will probably be like, wait, why were we so nice on that game? Because everyone will forget, right-wing outrage at some point. Everyone. Because everyone moves on, and in hindsight you're like, why did I like this game? And it always happens to something. Yeah, I said that already. Silent Hill F is Ryukushi07, and, the devs that made, Oh. There's no... and the devs that made, Resident Evil Resistance, so yeah, that's probably gonna be good. Simply because of them. Oh well. Not yet, I guess. Okay. Which means time to sell shit to the Nikomatas. And then then do the side missions, then do the main mission. And then I guess we have progress. Hello, kitten. Oh, yes. I mean, probably soonish. Who knows? It actually really depends on how far they are. Oh, look at this. Anyway, KK investigation notes. Yes. So where's another cat? There. Oh, this cat wanted the socks. Nikomata's being like, oh no, I'm just collecting all those knee socks from girls because of collector's reasons. So anyway, I started blasting.
大丈夫ですか？すぐ助けます。
リサってのは
ちょっと目を離したらそれに私も体の
Well, you get here fast, you little shit.
おいおい待ってろって言っただろう。
待ちきれなかったのかもね。出会えたからいいんじゃない？
本当にありがとうございます。
Anyway.
ねえ、もしかして迷子に優しいのって警察官だったから？
うん、放っておくと体がムズムズするんだ。それと優しいんじゃない、職業病だ。
Okay, anything else we can do? Oh yeah, right. Bloodthirsty blossoms. Ooh. Side missions! And then we go for the main mission. Don't worry, everyone. We get there, we are going there. No worries. But yeah, that's the thing with Silent Hill 2 Remake. Like, I mean, personally, again, I don't think really, again, I don't think it's, you know, an achievement of Bloober Team, because to a degree, how a remake is supposed to, you know, be is already codified. Capcom has codified it with, you know, 4 entries now. 4. Oh. I mean, someone... Let's rob a homeless person.
本当だ。赤い桜なんて初めて見た。それにこんな時期に桜が咲くなんて。
あの赤い桜も以前は普通の桜だったんだ。なのに年中赤い花を咲かせるようになって、それ以来他の桜は咲かなくなってしまった。俺の桜がどうしてこんなことに。
おそらく血を吸って赤くなったんだろう。
血？根元に死体でも埋まってるの？
ああ、埋められたやつの怨念が桜を怪我してるんだ。払うまで他の桜は咲かないだろう。
頼む、俺の桜を助けてやってくれないか。
やっぱり出てきたな。
Good, good. Cleared most of the available maps so far.
よし、やったな。この桜を直すのは庭師には荷が重いな。桜の汚れを払うぞ。
Pretty good. How are you doing?
満開だ。
いい景色だな。
Been talking about how the you know, Silent Hill 2 remake just, you know, it's just not, you know, it's not good because of Bluebird, it's because of, you know, it's Silent Hill 2 and they didn't really change a lot.
変わらず咲いていてほしいよ。桜を見せてくれてありがとう。
I heard Riff Fantasio is actually pretty good, so, you know. There we go. Gimme. Gimme. From what I heard, it's pretty alright, actually. It's more like, you know, they copied Resident Evil, and they copied Silent Hill 2, and that's it. Again, the fact that they didn't make a game with their own technology that is supposed to be like Silent Hill 2 is probably the biggest insult they could make. Where the fuck is that supposed to be anyway? Let's just do this. The thing is, and I can always guarantee you that people will stop talking about the game soonish, because, like, I don't think it's a from what I saw, it's not a masterpiece, and it probably won't be, even if I, you know, and I won't probably change that. The thing is, right now, everyone is basically saying this game is good because they artificially created an outrage, and that's like, yeah, people are rose-tinted, and that's it. Okay, then let's get the main mission on, I guess. There we go. Oh yeah, right, we should, now that I think about it, we should probably get some skills on it. 50 skill points, holy shit. I need more Magatamas for faster. Shift. Okay, what can we do? I mean, why not? Sounds good. Yeah, we should probably just get more stuff with us.
これでまた強くなれた。
Yeah, I doubt that. Then again, I'm not really scared by a lot of things, but I actually doubt that. No.
よし、 渡部慌てずに食べな
Oh yeah, interesting thing that
お前
happened.
よく触れるな。
そんなすごいことじゃないと
One Piece is actually pausing now for months. Like, it's kind of wild to read that this is happening. I mean, it was overdue. Like, as much as I can say Toei has some... Like, I know people shit on the Toei adaptation, but I think the biggest problem the Toei adaptation has is just simply the fact that they want to release it every single week. What the fuck? And it's just a fucking strain. Because, you know, when they get some moments right, they get some moments really right. But, oh yeah, they are. They are. Like, let me put it like this. I mean, One Piece is now also, you know, going, they just have 3 weeks, and then some, then a pause. But, the big thing is just like, Toei did a few things always, just for context. Like, they barely have filler. And the reason why they do that is, why they achieve that is simply, well, they fucking stretch shit to oblivion. And you know what? My biggest problem is, sometimes they just have really good, like, moments where you're like, holy shit. Like, there's this irony going on right now. Yeah, that's the problem, you know? You can see clearly how sometimes they know exactly what to focus on. Because some scenes just fit, you know? They know what to add. And they have some fantastic moments, because, like, god damn it, if you've seen, like, over the last part of, Wano and now Egghead, they just have moments of insane animation quality, like, each episode. And you're like, holy shit. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've been reading the manga for the whole time because, you know, I'm actually collecting it. Well, like, I have all the releases here. The thing is just, you know, if you want to experience the story together, you know, 2 people, your only option really is anime. And there's this interesting thing that, yeah, they have some really good moments because, you know, there are moments where Toei knows how to hit it, you know, where the adaptation is just so on point. You're like, yeah, no, this actually made shit better. And then they stretch the fucking thing to oblivion because, again, they have to release it every single week. Now what happened is that...
リンコか、お互いくたばり損なったみたいだな。
相変わらず口が悪いな。
I think it did it automatically. I will put them back in.
戦国センタービルの奥にある。
え？
ずいぶん親切だな。
お世辞はいいわ。急ぎなさい。
Where am I supposed to go now, actually? Help!
気に食わねえな、リッコのやつ。こっちが拍子抜けするぐらいだ。
Basically been working away on the evil within and, you know, Ghostwire for the past months. But yeah, the thing is that... How should I put it? They have some great, like, there's some animation quality during Egghead, you know, that they keep doing, where you're like, hello Redline, I did not expect you to be here. And no, I'm not kidding. Some of the best animation quality right now in animation is just One Piece. It's insane. Like, the quality of some of those episodes is insane. Like, other shows wish they had that type of animation quality and dedication. The problem is, I mean, imagine you do this on a weekly basis. And apparently what happened is that, yeah, people have been burned out. And so Toei was like, yeah, know what? We're gonna pause. We're just gonna do a pause. And I'm like, okay, that is just fascinating, actually. Because again, they haven't paused, except for, you know, earthquakes and shit. But then the probably most interesting thing happened. Because it's like, okay, what is coming in, you know, what is, like, you know, airing instead? So you're like, okay. And, fun fact, you said you stopped with Fisherman Island. So, can't be as good as Uzumaki animation. I saw it. It's like, yeah, that's definitely like, those animators got screwed over. They definitely got screwed. It's a shame. It's a fucking shame.
ずっとこの世のものとも思えない声がしたぜ。
何かあるかもしれないね。悪霊かな。
トイレかよ。気が進まねえ仕事だな。
But here's the interesting thing. They basically say like, I mean, if you die while taking the biggest shit, yeah, I get that. Well, but yeah, no, it's really good. It's just, they definitely just trained themselves, so, whoops. But yeah, the thing they want to do instead is, the side mission is shit. Oh god, no. Is they want to re-air Fishman Island. But, if you're like, wait, but the pacing was atrocious. Fear not, Sinister Soulless. Toei was like, oh, we're not only re-airing Fishman Island, we are re-airing Fishman Island, recut with touched-up animations, so you have a better flowing, better paced experience of the arc. Just, I think they said 21 episodes, that's it. And you're like, okay, Toei is remastering their own arcs. I did not expect them to do that. I have my own points on that, but... yeah, I think that they have some licensing problems.
吹きすぎだろ。
ありがとうございます。これでもう思い残すことはありません。
あのままだったら死んでも死にきれないもんね。気持ちはわかるよ。
最初に紙があるか確認しとけよ。ったく。
So one died needing to use the restroom, and one died stuck on the restroom.
これで
Amazing.
ようやくトイレに行けますね。
ということはお前も悔いはなくなったんじゃないか。
あ、本当だ。トイレ行きたかったのに。
Okay. Where to go next, actually? But yeah, I think the live action is owned by Netflix, so that's that. I think they co-own the remake Wit Studios is making, but yeah. It's just kind of interesting to see how that is turning out, because like if that is going to be their thing, that instead of keeping up with arcs, they're like, okay, so it's not a spoiler, the new arc is apparently Elbaf, so means they it could be that they're just airing the second part of Egghead and then re-air another part. Now the thing is probably why a lot of people are asking, why are they re-airing Fishman? And I think the big answer here is that if you want to make touch-ups of One Piece, well, 3 arcs are off the table already. Need to cut Fishman arc to match the 4-kid stop. Honestly, it's gonna be interesting to see Fishman Island actually like in, oh hey, we're fixing the the stiff animation, and we're doing some other stuff, and like, okay, you know what, I'm actually interested in that. Because one of the big things I feel that Toei is currently doing right is that I said they have some insane animation quality, and that's true, but they not only use that for fighting scenes. They also they use it a lot of times, like at least once per episode, to make highly animated interpersonal relationship moments between characters. And it's when you cut to a flashback that has such a good animation quality, and you can actually you can actually just see the raw emotions on display on someone, on an animated face. You're like, damn, that's good. That's some good shit right there. god, the Falcon stuff is so bad. Oh no, come on! Load. Let's do this again. Wait, what is the... There we go. Yeah. I mean, I get why they're choosing Fishman Island, because, for example, like the first 3 major arcs, you know, Romance Dawn... Oh, you're not... Oh, you fuckers. It's like, you know, you know, you can't add, you can't really touch them up easily, because even if they are now planning on, you know, redoing every arc, basically all for everything, you know, with, you know, to Skypia and with Skypia, it's just like old animation stuff. I mean, yes, to a degree you could say, you know, Water 7 is still old, but, you know, it's in, you know, at least in a good resolution and stuff, so you can do something with that.
ダメだ。開かない。
いいこと教えてやろうか。意外と空き巣は上の階が多いんだぜ。
上か。
君たちの力が分厚い壁に穴を開け、世界を変えるのだ。
So they probably went like, okay, which arc could they recut the fastest and update? And I'd say there are probably 2, you know, that, you know, in my opinion, are as fitting. First, the recut of the... Honestly, G8 deserves a remake. I will riot if the One Piece won't have G8 in it. Like...
力が湧いてくる。
Ooh. Flamethrower! Flamethrower!
これであいつらを燃やしてやろうぜ。
Eh. But like, yeah. The 2 fast ones are the 2 smaller ones, you know, where there's not a lot of shit they would need to actually work on, you know, with fillers and shit. And that's Fishman Island and Thriller Bark. Now, Thriller Bark has the problem of being kind of a longer arc still, but, you know, it would still look fine, and you could, you know, touch up would probably be some work, but that's that. But you could do Thriller Bark. But also, I think, you know, again, for the time that they got this ready, yeah, it's very obvious why they chose Fishman Island. Still, it's gonna be very interesting to see how that recut is going to be. How good, actually. This is actually the probably the most fascinating part that's going on right now, because we're going to essentially have, like, I mean, just check 4 versions of One Piece basically. So we have, you know, the original thing Toei did. Good, that has its problem, we all know that. Then we have, you know, the live action, which it's fine, but it's not. Honestly, the live action was not as good as people claim it was. I think everyone just caught up in the fact that it didn't suck, and didn't think about where does it fall short. Because yeah, it didn't suck. It was well acted. It was well, you know, done. They had a lot of really good choices when it came to,
これ
you know,
リン
the
コさん
visual
の
design. They
書い
could
てる
have fucked this one up
研
way
究者とか
harder,
だったからな。絵だもそうだ。
but it wasn't that good. Let's just be real for 1 second here. But still, then there will be the One Piece, and now I guess the officially recut and touched up versions of Toei? I get you. I get you. I think they open wrong again because
なんだよ、壊れてるのか。
開ける方法はないかな。
見ろ、コードがどこかに繋がっているぞ。
like here's the thing for everyone who doesn't know. I'd say the biggest problem
これだな。
I have to excuse myself for a short minute. Excuse me, sorry for that interruption, but okay, oh, hello Beyond.
ここも閉まっているな。
How are you doing?
コートの先に
But yeah, the thing I wanted to talk
盗撮
about is
があ
that
るはずだ。
here's the thing. When One Piece live action was good, it had some really, really good moments. And also the fact they got some, areas like Baratie actually, in live action as a place is like, holy shit, that's impressive. I think the big problem just comes down to the fact that One Piece live action and this is probably why I'm also so it's just the fact that they don't seem to understand Roman's Dawn. And yeah, you know what? I know people joke about, but Don Creek was irrelevant. Hot take. Don Creek was essential. There was a reason to Don Creek. And that's the thing. I think a lot of people think the majority of Roman's Dawn is worthless. It's just there, it's filler, it's the introduction, blah. Not that Roman's Dawn is a very carefully constructed setup of the world and its powers.
なんだろこれ。
I mean, if it's a good... Honestly, if something is used to film porn, it's usually high quality, so it's probably gonna be really good for storm chasing. But yeah, I mean, yeah, people joke about, oh, Dawn Creek wasn't relevant. Here's the thing. Roman's Dawn is, again, very carefully written and constructed, and it does a few things. First of all, it lays the foundation for what are the topics, thematics, and ideologies of how this world works.
おかしな壁だな。
Oh, hello. That is point one. Second of all, it introduces you to all the essential parts that you need to understand in how to, in how you need to understand how the powers of the world work. So, for example, we get introduced to the fact that in the beginning that, hey, you can apparently just stare someone down. That's Shanks. Then you have Buggy, who's like, okay, devil fruits. Devil fruits can get really weird because you're like, oh, rubber, that's not, too out there. Are there maybe how far can devil fruits go? And then you get literally confronted with a clown that can just split up its body parts and fly around. It still has some rules, but again, Orange Town and Buggy lays clearly down how things are, and also get introduced to the Marine before that. But like again, Buggy is like, this is what you can expect with devil fruits. Then we get to Lyssops. I forgot that. Was it Onion Town?
Syrup Village.
What?
Syrup Village.
Syrup Village, yes. Onion was the small shithead kid that they cut, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, then you get introduced to this is what martial arts can reach towards, and that martial arts is not just just sword fighting, but for example also just you can have swords as cat claws, I suppose. Captain Kuro is a great design. And then we get to Don Creek. Don Creek is so important actually because Don Creek introduces the technological level and possibilities of the world. This is so important because people forget that if you build a fantasy world, you have to establish what is possible in your world. And yes, in One Piece, technology varies wildly where you are. Because different people have access to different technology. And for example, the Marines have access to everything from, Vegapunk and stuff. But you can see with Don Creek that if you have money, you have access to armor that is extremely, durable, that is basically an exoskeleton, like a mechanical exoskeleton with guns in it. And also he uses poison gas. So they know gas weaponry in that world. Don Krieg lays out a lot. And then you have, Arlong. Arlong is great, but also Arlong is the introduction to, there are just people with, there are just different species in that world that are apparently, related all, but sometimes just have natural abilities that might put them above others. But most importantly, and this is so obvious in the fucking Don Krieg fight, which is why I hate that it was cut, because it is actually kind of integral. The strongest power in that world is willpower. Because Redfoot, I don't know what, Fred? What's his name, Fred? Zeph. Zeph was his name. I am collecting this manga since it came out. Just saying. Redfoot Zeph literally tells Sanji, look at Krieg and look at Luffy. Krieg is the... Fuck off! Krieg is has the big advantage. Krieg just has more. He is stronger, factually. And yet Ruffy will beat him because he has the stronger willpower. He can just power through the defenses of Krieg. Again, they cut Krieg because, well, the irony is, they never would have gotten, again, the live action would have never gotten the budget to cover everything. The One Piece might, but the live action will never. Period. However, again, they cut shit because they're like, well, who needs Krieg? But it just shows that so many people are ignorant to the fact that, no, Krieg was kinda essential. And you know how essential Krieg is? You know how essential he fucking is? He's back! For everyone wondering, yes, during Egghead, you see Krieg hanging around on Pirate Island. I don't want to say anything anymore because my brain is like with his, right hand deadlift, but I don't think it's deadlift. It's skin, right?
It's skin.
Fuck!
Since you're already talking about live action adaptation,
Yeah.
I will say also something to live action adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
First to the topic which you already brought up, what does Romance Dawn set up, which was also cut. There's a dog in Orange Town, and its name isn't in my memory anymore.
Oh, I know.
That you know, apparently.
Okay, my brain wanted to say Knut, but that was an ice bear.
That was nice. So no.
One Piece names with Nyaruko. I definitely am remembering from my favorite series.
So, point is, there it is set up what treasure means, because this is a pirate manga.
Yeah.
You know? That's one thing. And the thing that I disliked most about the live action are the fights. The fights are by far the worst. Because this isn't One Piece anymore.
Yeah, those I wanted to get to that because, again, two things. First of all, the whole point of Orange Town was not to introduce Buggy, but it was a discussion not only, but it was also there to, talk about what treasure means to someone. Because we know from Orange Town where Luffy stands on treasure. And this is so important because it contextualizes everything. Okay, but also, you then have the thing that, yeah, the fights, they suck. And you're probably thinking, but why? They have such great choreography and, like...
Yeah, that's
That's not the point.
Yeah, it's not what One Piece is about.
Yeah, like, I think what people forget, and I have a big feeling if any animation would redo Roman's Dawn, they might fall into the same pitfall. Because until Alabasta, and this is why it probably also felt that strong, no fight was meant to be a real fight.
Oh, a typical fight is probably...
Or typical fight, yeah. I mean, also yes, Gaimon, which is actually... I know people are like, is that filler? No, but also it says so much about the characters. So, yeah. Should have been in there, but no, that was apparently also irrelevant. But yeah, the main thing is that if you look at the fights up until actually the fight with Crocodile, they're not really fights, aren't they? Like, Luffy trades blows. But Luffy does a lot of stupid shit, you know? Luffy doesn't fight seriously to a degree, because he, let's just be clear here, he is stupid. He does stupid shit. Like, he defeats Arlong not by attacking Arlong, he defeats Arlong by destroying the room that gives Nami pain. He thinks completely different than everyone else, and just Arlong gets defeated on the side. Or, you know, before that, he's like, oh, I have a fun idea, stomps his feet into the ground, becomes a whirlwind tornado with Mook. They cut Muku, by the way. This is the biggest insult, by the way. And it's like, oops, I just created more problems for everyone. Because, you know, he has to realize... I think Zoro fights sometimes, but again, Luffy doesn't fight really. He does weird shit and defeats, you know, his enemies because he simply has more determination, but he doesn't really fight, you know? He's not specifically training and is focused. However, then a few things happen, because this is actually so crucial to the whole fucking narrative and arc. Because Luffy wants to do goofy shit during fighting, he wants to be creative. But then when he faces Crocodile, he realizes, I have to focus now, because so much is at stake. And after Skype here, where he still goofs around, like, you know, he still has those moments where he just is like, I need to find some stupid shit to defeat God, and God is just like, why are you not taking this serious? Let me read your thoughts. Why do you not have thoughts? Anyway, I think, again, as we then see in Aine's lobby, why Gear 2 hit so much? Why, you know, Crocodile hit so much is because Luffy started being serious. And with Gear 2 and Gear 3, he actually started training specifically to fight seriously. He actually focuses on fighting and isn't doing weird tactics. Because he's like, you know, he wants people to be free, but he also needs to be able to, you know, protect that freedom. He needs to, you know, find a role. He needs to, you know, get into that role and needs to take responsibility so that what he wants for people becomes real. And this is how he fights, and, you know, this is why why the whole time skip happens. Luffy is, I need to be stronger, else I cannot do the things I want to do. This is why, you know, Law and Kid who are strong fail in the end, because they do not think about this part. But most importantly, when Wano comes around and Gear 5 happens, Luffy has actually reached the end goal of what he wanted to reach. He is back at Romance Dawn. He actually became so powerful because he actually focused and took responsibility that he finally was able to be back to his goofy self and do goofy shit. And fight the strongest people in the world with dumb tactics that just come from a brain that is just... Yeah, he has just one brain cell. Sometimes running on, eco mode. That's just Luffy. But yeah. And this is what I hate about... This is also a thing I critique very heavily about the live action, because the live action was like, we need to have epic fights. Sorry, Luffy is an idiot. He wants to goof around. This is part of his arc. If you can't see the full picture, don't adapt the show. Cool, I just ranted about a lot of stuff. I hope you understand me.
奥に部屋があったのか。
こいつらいつの間に。
どこまで耐えられるかな。
いけ。
そこだ。見直したぜ。
Well, that was a big rant about One Piece, but yeah. I think my biggest problem with the live action is that they have a lot of small things that are great.
あそこに操作盤があるな。
I really liked seeing, the baratier. I really liked. There were neat touches like, okay, hey, we actually see Zoro kill Mr. 7, which is, I mean, neat, not relevant at all, but it was at least neat, I guess. But it just kind of some, adds up to that point that the makers were more obsessed with knowing trivia Oda, thought up in, the fan post area, which, that's the thing. He sometimes just puts, I don't think, like, showing up so early. Like, I mean, yes, he shows up technically in the, in the first cover story, and yes, that's technically, but yeah, no, that is just, like, they wasted that reveal so hard, because that's the thing, they wanted to have the shit from the end of Aina's lobby early, and that is just wrong. Yeah, they can be like, oh, but everyone already knows that. That's not the point. Garp shows up at the end of Aina's lobby, because also, importantly, Garp just, is a weirdo. He is not going directly after his, after his, how's it called? Grandchild. Like, again, it misunderstands Garp. Because that's the point. They look what we remembered from the, neat little details from the fan post. Shit that Oda just reveals there because they are not relevant. Like, knowing how Mr. 7 looks like is just neat little trivia and was kind of a fun little scribble. But it's not relevant. Relevant is why Garp shows up at the end of Water 7, because Garp is actually kinda concerned about his grandchild? Like, Imagine you here. Your grandchild just literally broke into Ada's lobby, destroyed the whole island, survived the Buster call, has, you know, basically one of the most wanted people on the planet in his crew.
Assuming he even heard the Buster call.
Assuming, yeah. It probably has. It's Garb.
He can.
He's buddies with Sengok.
Yeah.
The thing is, the reason he showed up is because everyone was like, oh, Garb is sailing to Water 7. If the asteroids are still there, we don't need to go there because, you know, it's Garb. Everyone thought Garb would just take care of Luffy. That is something that doesn't need to be spelled out because it makes sense, you know? We actually know nowadays, we've seen how utterly strong Garb is, so him showing up at Water 7 probably just made everyone think, yep, that Straw Hat won't be a problem. You know, until everyone then realized that, wait, why is Garb not doing this? Because Garb's like, hey, how's my grandchild doing? And everyone's like, what the fuck? Because those reveals are funny, because, like, the thing why what makes Garb's moment so fun and also so memorable is the fact that he's kinda like Luffy and then just blurbs out shit because he's like, yeah, hey, your dad was in Roguetown and, you know, in Roguetown and wanted to talk to you. And Luffy, no, I don't know. Who's my dad anyway? He's like, oh yeah, it's the Revolutionary Dragon. Everyone's like, please what? And Garb's like, shit, I shouldn't have said that. Again, this is funny because it calls back to a mystery we didn't know about. Who was that? And then Garb is like, well, that's the person. And he's your dad. And you're like, Garb, your family definitely is a problem. And because he is like that, the whole line later from Sengok, it's your goddamn family again, Garb, makes more sense. And also,
It's generally out of character that Garb would show up where he shows up in live action.
Yeah, because here's a big thing I want to point out. Oh, by the way, hello Tango.
I'm just saying. Yeah, he doesn't want him to be a pirate, sure.
Because here's the thing. Garb doesn't want Luffy to be a pirate because he's actually concerned about his safety. His thing was, and this is kind of important, his thing was, he's a vice admiral of the Marine, and his thinking was, you know, the safest way for Luffy and Ace in life was the Marine. And he probably was also a little bit, you know, pissed because he was like, no, you know, my family doesn't want to step into my shoes. You know, he can't be that. But the most important part that we always see, and he literally spells it out, he is proud of Ace and Luffy. Garb is proud of both of them, and he sees them as his grandchildren. This is so important because, yes, he might be, you know, a bit pissed about that, but Garb would never, ever fucking go and question their decision on how they want to live. He would never do that. This is, again, misunderstanding the character for just replicating a line cheaply. Like, oh god, we're back to fucking critiquing live action One Piece and it's... Flamethrower, woo! So yeah, lots of stuff about One Piece, but it's again the thing. People who say they are fans and they know, you know, tidbits of trivia, and not, you know, oh hey, I analyzed what the story was about and what it wanted to tell me and other people. This is cool. God, it's always, you know, every time I do some of these scenes, it's like, yeah. God, this is vibey. This feels so nicely off. So yeah. How was, by the way, how was the sleep beyond? We've been up a while yesterday. I definitely need to, oh yeah, you know what? Then the Den and Mushis were, actual puppets. That was just the best fucking choice. Again, on an artistic level, they made all the right choices, I would say. Like, here's the thing. I'd say visually, and, you know, the fact they did, you know, the physical sets right. That's where the live action is the strongest. They nailed the, they definitely nailed the visuals. Except, Nami's island. Yeah, no, that was different. Like, I do not know what they thought with that. Making it like, you know, everyone lives in huts. It's just like, that was not how that looked. That was not that island. I do not know why they did it, but like, I think they blew the budget and everything else. Again, I think if they had unlimited budget, they probably could have made a good adaptation. But again, the problem is they had to cut shit, and the moment you have to cut shit from One Piece, it's not gonna be One Piece anymore. That is just a law. I mean, it's not only law, it's just what it is.
来たか。
どうなっているんですか？
あの鳥居はある一定のエーテル濃度で可視化する。この装置はエーテルの濃度を調整して可視化されないようにしているのよ。そうやってこっそりと霧をこの世に送り込んでいる。あなたたちが鳥居を浄化していくのを見て対策したようね。
それならそいつをぶっ壊せばいい。
そんなことをしたら調整されていたエーテルが一気に放出される。適合者でもただでは済まないぞ。調整しながら止めるしかない。
おい、そんな場合じゃなくなったみてえだぞ。まるで待ち構えていたみたいだな。
待ち構えていたら当然だろう。考えれば分かる。
死んでも変わらねえな、お前は。
それはお互いさ。
喧嘩してる場合じゃない。ケイケイ、今はリンコさんを守らなきゃ。
まだ大丈夫。平気よ。あと半分。そいつらを近づけないで。
はい、わかりました。
敵がこっちに来ている。なんとかして。 頑張って。
もう十分頑張ってるっての。そろそろ来やがるな。
こいつらを私に近づけないで。
やられている。助けてやれ。
Oh, come on! Why did... I shouldn't have purged her. Anyway, let's just finish this.
まるで待ち構えていたみたいだな。
待ち構えていたから当然だろう。
死んでも変わらねえな、お前は。
まだ大丈夫。平気よ。
気をつけろ。
あと半分。こいつらを近づけないで。
はい、わかりました。
もうすぐ終わるわ。少し頑張って。
もう十分頑張ってるっての。
Yeah, I guess that's the best tactic.
そろそろ来やがるな。インコが攻撃されているぞ。インコがやられている。助けてやれ。
ダウンだ。
Why do I have so much problems with this fight? Anyway, let's get some
まるで
stuff
待ち
done.
構えていたみたいだな。
待ち構えていたから当然だろう。考えればわかる。
その言い方だ。
まだ大丈夫。平気よ。
油断するな。気をつけろ。インコがやられている。助けてやれ。
こいつらを私に近づけないで。
はい、わかりました。
敵にこっちに来ている。なんとかして。もうすぐ終わるわ。もう少し頑張って。
十分頑張ってるっての。そろそろ来やがるな。あとインコが攻撃されているぞ。
水の結界だ。
インコがやられている。助けてやれ。インコが攻撃されているぞ。
I always underestimated the big guy.
どうだ。
終わったわ。
There
ご
we
苦労様。
go.
これで
Now the map should
こ
open
の
up
場にあ
more.
る霧の発生源が可視化されるはずよ。
おい、ここに敵がいるとなぜ言わなかった。
She's hurt, by
こ
the
の
way.
装置がある限り、私たちはここに来ざるを得ない。それなら罠を用意しておけばいい。考えればわかることだ。だからあなたたちを呼んだ。
それも考えればわかるって言いたいんだろう。こんなまでは二度とするな。
ケイケイ、先を急がなきゃ。
そうね。気をつけてね。
リンコさん、ありがとうございます。
こちらこそ守ってくれてありがとう。
大人げないよ。
ガキのくせに俺に説教するな。
ならガキに説教させないでくれよ。ケイケイ、リンコさんと何があったんだ。
あいつのせいで俺たちは失敗したんだ。今さら顔を出すのも気に食わねえ。
Watch the whole operation. Well, time to wrap this thing up. This mission is over. I love how claustrophobic this game can be. It's just like, yeah, it's dense. It's really dense.
これで一歩前進したはずだね。
死にかけたんだ。それくらい当然だ。
I mean, it kind of killed me twice, but yeah. There we go.
見えるようになっているはずだ。探すぞ。
Oh god. Honestly, Berserk live action that could be could it be good? Could it be bad? It's gonna be cursed. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you here. There will never be a good adaptation of yes.
There will never be a good adaptation of this.
Of Berserk.
Seems like it.
I mean, I'm gonna
You
be
have to say
yes. Can I just open up the map?
no.
Because it's literally down here, that's it.
Yeah, but you're already like nearly half an hour over.
Yeah, because we talked about One Piece.
That's not my problem that you can watch it.
You wanted also to talk about One Piece.
Yeah.
浄化しようぜ
The original anime is pretty... I mean, the original anime also just is not that good in terms of animation quality and other stuff.
The original anime also doesn't cover much.
結界が
Yeah. Yeah.
これも考えればわかることが
皮肉はいい閉じ込められる前にここから出よ
結界の要になっているものがあるはずだ探せ
Oh, come. I hate the fact that the...
うあれは
まず一つだこの調子で行こうぜ
You know what? I at least have to applaud the antagonists for just being like, maybe we shouldn't just, you know, hand over the shrine the moment they uncover it. I mean, there's also the whole falling down the stairs thing.
霊視しろ
It's, again, the original Berserk was like, even for the time, people expected more. I mean, you can't do it visually, because,
結界が消えないまだあるはずだ
let's just be really, the moment you try to match the visual style of Berserk, you end up with, overworked people. Just, period. They will be overworked. But then again, I think it's kind of funny how,
よしこいつで最後か
there we go. There's a little bit of normality for you. I have to do one final thing to make sure that this is not in the next stream.
さっきから後手に回ってばかりだぜ
リンコさんを疑ってるのか
ああ疑ってるぜリンコに何があったか知りたい印の色が違う公衆電話を探せ直接エドにつながる電話だそれと使うにはテレホンカードが必要だそれも探す必要があるな
Hopefully the cats, but no, the thing is, before... yeah, I know, we now have a bunch of other stuff to do next time. Good. The thing is, we need this again. Oh, I have a lot of skill points. Anyway. Do we need some stuff? Do I have Magatamas? Ah, well. Let's save this here. Because this was Ghostwire Tokyo. And a lot of ranting about One Piece. And, yeah, I guess Berserk. I mean, ironically, I would say, the second Berserk adaptation, which, you know, visually sucks ass, especially, I mean, they get better, they start worse, get better, and then they get really, really, really bad again. But,
そちらから連絡が取れるように特別な公衆電話を
the original anime does capture the atmosphere quite well, I think, but the most positive thing I can say about the anime is that it led me to read the manga. Yeah, the thing is just, and I know people are like, but the new anime looks like ass. You know what it has above the other anime? The music is actually on
江
point.
戸の趣味だ
Like,
A very rare moment in this anime. Very rare. And the animation isn't that shit. And the music hits.
the leitmotif of Guts.
Yes. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There are very rare moments, like 3 of them or so, where you could actually think, wow, this shitty shading actually looks kind of like the manga now.
It sometimes works somehow, but yeah, pan noise, that was a thing in the original. Again, I think the original looks better at moments, but then, yeah, ironically, I'd say the music and sound, especially again, they kind of nailed the leitmotif for Guts. And honestly, Guts having a leitmotif is just like, yeah, you know what? Every new adaptation of Berserk needs a good leitmotif now.
I'm telling you right now, sooner or later there will be a live-action adaptation of it, and they will completely miss the point and forget that it's actually a pretty horrifying story, especially after a certain arc.
おい何してんの
With just
死んだのか
people being in a shit situation
そうだよおい
and everyone suffering.
Yeah. But we are now more in the suburbs of Shibuya now, and this is Ghostwire Tokyo. We plundered the city for the cats, all hail the Nekomatas, and otherwise, it's still fun. I want to continue. We have a lot of stuff to do next time. But until then, have a wonderful week ahead of you. We will probably see each other on Wednesday for probably more Space Marine 2, depending on how well that works. And yeah, have a good week ahead of you, everyone, and stay safe. Good night.